Yo, I think we're live. Welcome to Married with Issues, issue 51.
5-1.
Yeah, strolling
This way.
fashionably late, as we always do, but
That's actually 6, but I mean like 5-1.
51.
51, yeah. You know, anywho.
Alright, yeah, I hope everyone's having a good one out there, staying safe.
Thanks for joining us.
Staying sane as well. And
doing your best to stay sane in these days. Working from home makes me want to leave the house a lot more. Which scares me because I don't usually like leaving the house to go anywhere. So it's a new development. I do want to thank NYC and Stay Puft for being in the chat. Thanks, Kavi and Sean. Good to see you guys. Yeah, he did the graphic art on the little thumbnail thing. It took him all night, but he did it last night.
No, I didn't draw it. It wasn't like a freehand drawing or anything. It's like from an app, though. So, I mean, It wasn't like a freehand drawing thing. But
you still made it.
But yeah, I still had to edit a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you personalized it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I only had time to do one hand. See? I got fuchsia nails this time instead of white, but you can't really see too well.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because of the light, but they're like pink. Yeah, you can't really see because of the light, huh?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, so what we're going to get into on this one is,
recent reads.
Yeah, we're going to get into, what we've been reading, what we've been watching and stuff.
Which I really haven't been reading too much. It's like only that, but...
Well, I didn't bring...
Some of the stuff I might have already showed.
I didn't bring everything in that I've been reading, though. Because, I mean, it's a big stack. I've been reading a lot of stuff so far. But I've still been working and stuff, too, though, so...
I've still been working, too.
I know, you didn't say you weren't.
True. I need to change the chat on my phone, because I'm not... Yeah.
I mean, I've still been working out, like, on site, though. What are you doing?
I had to change the chat to the live chat. And I didn't charge my phone, so it's, like, kind of...
Yeah,
on the charger.
I think you unplugged our laptop too, so
no, I plugged it back in.
I'm just kidding. No.
You smarty pants. I'm gonna beat you up.
And we also
I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean to him. I promise.
Yeah.
Oh, and my giveaway. I finally have everything that I'm gonna give away. So at the end or at some point, I will show you all that.
I have it down here.
Read any trades for during quarantine? Yes, we have been reading trades.
Yeah, and actually,
I've only read 2 issues, and I'm
actually picked up a few new ones too.
Yeah, he did pick up a few new ones today. I'm really kind of nervous that Diamond isn't sending out any more books, because 2 of the books that I did read ended like a what? No, it can't end that way. I need more, and I don't know when there's going to be more, so I'm kind of scared, because...
Yeah, we'll get into that here in a second. First, I'm going to go through some quarter bin stuff.
Quarter bin finds. We found some really cool quarter bin books this week. We'll get to the trades, because, I have some of them.
That one wasn't quarter bin, but... So, this first one, I'm stoked to read this, because it's funny, because we were actually recently trying to find Batman's very first origin story, and I thought that it would have been collected in his 80-year anniversary hardcover that came out with Tech 1000.
Well, and it all started because of my question. Like, we were watching Batman, the Christopher Nolan Batman on TV, and he's kind of reading a little bit, and in the Batman Nolan movies, the ones, they end up leaving the theater early because he's afraid of the bats. That's what freaks him out. So then I had turned to him and I'd asked a question. I was like, in his original origin, was it that they were leaving at the end of the theater, like the show itself had ended? Or was it something that had caused them to leave the event early? Yeah. And then that's when we found out that the one collection he has doesn't have the origin.
Yeah, it has his first appearance, but we know it was the play, at least in the Frank Miller stuff, was it was like the Mark of Zorro.
Yeah.
And a lot of adaptations. I think originally it was Mark of Zorro, but I can't remember if he was scared of something. I know later it showed like a bat that had flown in through his window and scared him and stuff. But,
yeah. So that's
but
what
when I was
raised that
looking at that,
question.
I noticed in that collection, Tech 20 was collected in there,
Yes.
which is 7 issues before Batman's actual first appearance. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back and read it. But
We
glancing through it, I noticed it was a story on the Crimson Avenger.
Yes.
So, and then when we're at the quarter bin, I find
1 through 4.
I'll start at the bottom. So here's Crimson Avenger number 4.
I'm gonna lower that for you a little bit.
And this is from so it's a 4-issue mini. It says on the book that it was a 4-issue mini, and it's from the 80s, I think 88.
Hey, Bear Island! Thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Hey, Bear, what's going on, buddy? And I haven't really read much of like the Crimson Avenger as a character and stuff. So going through the quarter bins, I found 4.
I'm just glad they're giving Balefinger more credit.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother hell.
That's a whole other thing.
We can do a special episode on that whole thing.
We really could. But yeah, he found all 4 of the Crimson Avenger, and it looks like a good read. Like I would definitely read it. Oh,
here's issue 2. This one might be a wall book once after I read it. I love this cover.
Did you also grab your Doom poster?
Oh no, it's in the living room.
Oh, you might have to go grab that.
Yeah, I could probably grab it here soon. And then I couldn't find issue 1. I had to go through a bunch more long boxes and stuff, but finally
found issue 1.
Did find issue 1. So,
hey,
so
Matt!
we're able to get the whole.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, what's going on, bro?
This looks like it could be a really good read, and it was all in the quarter bin, so it's.
Yeah, I'm really stoked to read that.
I'm really stoked to read it too. It's a 4-issue mini of the Crimson Avenger. So.
And I love at our LCS when I find stuff like this in our quarter bin where it's current stuff that I'm reading, but I need to get a bunch of books to catch up.
Yeah.
So we have Batman and the Outsiders, the first 3.
Yes, we do have the first 3.
So here's so I was able to find 4.
Yes.
5,
hey Ross, thanks for joining us.
And
6. Good to see you.
They had a bunch more, but since I haven't started reading it yet, I just got 4, 5, and 6 since we had the first 3. So then that way we'll have the first 6 to start on it. And then me being a huge McFarlane fan, I found another Infinity, which is it was like one of the first series he worked on at DC.
Which this is also one of the rare occasions that he ended up getting the majority of books, and I didn't really have any to get because I mean some of them were already in the hold that we got out, and then others it was just that we were already at our budget. So I mean the main books I have to show is what I'm giving away and what I've read.
And then here's
Doom.
We're working on Doom 2099. There's issue 10.
Yeah.
And all the ones we've got of Doom 2099 were found in
the quarter bin.
Quarter bins.
Yeah. And he found a really cool Doom poster in here that he was able to very safely detach.
Yeah, I'll go grab that.
Yeah, you should go grab it real quick.
Show more of the recent pickups. So these are not quarter bin.
Yeah, these ones are not quarter bin, but some of them were in our hold. Actually, there's a funny story about this one right here. Is that the last few times we went to the comic book store, we were like, okay, we have to look for Punisher 16. We have to look for it. And then we forgot. And then we forgot again. And so I set a reminder in his phone the other day that I was like, okay, on Saturday when we go to the comic book store, we'll look for Punisher 16. And, well, it wasn't in the back issues where all the other back issues were. And I love this cover. It's beautiful with the purple and the blue.
Yeah, so I came to terms that it wasn't there. I wasn't going to find it.
Yeah, because we had looked on the wall, we looked in the back issue, and then like as we were just kind of dinking around, wasting time, I start looking through some of the other books that are just back issue $2.
It's just random, just random $2 back issues.
Yeah, that they didn't get over into the back issues, and he found Punisher 16 when we thought he wasn't going to be able to find it. So
yeah, we were just talking to the 2 guys from our LCS.
Yeah, we did take some time and talk with Dave and Andy for a little bit, which was really fun. It was cool. It was nice being able to talk to them and let them know that, you know, as long as we still have money to spend, we'll be coming in.
So here's that poster. There's this Enter the World of 2099, and Yeah, it was this fold out poster that was in that issue 10.
All right, enjoy your food.
And yeah, I was like she said, I was able to get it out.
Very well. To be fair,
fairly safe. And
to be fair, it was already partially out.
Well, one side had already slipped past the staple.
I bet you anything, if both sides were still very much intact, I highly doubt he would have pulled it out of the book.
No, I wouldn't have even gotten for him.
Yeah. See, but because one side was already out, that was the only reason why he ended up getting the rest of it. So
yeah, so I'm gonna kind of frame.
Yeah, that's a really cool poster.
And then
so
yeah, the colors on it are awesome still too.
And then we got out this trade that's been in there for a while.
Yeah, I can finally read Siege now.
Yeah, so we got that one out because there was a sale too.
Yeah, and that was another thing. Yeah, we were hitting the
got the
big sale really.
Jim Lee Fantastic Four trade out.
Yeah, so. The Heroes Reborn. It's the first 12, I believe, 1 through 12.
Yes. 1 through 12, written by Jim Lee, Scott Lobdell, Brandon Cho, and illustrated by Jim Lee, Brett Booth, and Ron Lim.
Ron Lim too, yeah.
So it's been some good reads.
Yeah, I'm really stoked to read this because I haven't.
And then
I haven't read since I was a kid. Oh my god! Holy cow! Yeah.
Look at that splash page.
Yeah.
Garrow! Just the right time to
Perfect
see a Doom
time.
splash page.
Yeah, Doom splash page.
Right, Garrow.
And I'm almost done with something I've been working on for Garrow too. I'm gonna be.
Yes, he's working on something for you, Garrow. Just you wait and see.
I'll probably have to
send it.
Message on IG probably. Yeah.
And then we did get out the Flash. This one that he had in there for a while.
Fire in this.
Yeah. So we got out his Flash books, and then these were just the other back issues that we came across. That I had started looking through the other boxes because we were just like kind of struck up conversation, and we are talking with the guys that work at our LCS. It was funny. He made a comment. He's like, he came in here 20 years ago to buy a few comics and ended up working here for 20 years. It's like, that's how it goes sometimes. But finding this one, it's one of those books that even though you have it, if you come across it, you're just going to buy another one because it's just one of those books.
There's a few of those books that.
So we got this one again.
Which I have, the other copy of that was the one that I got signed by Jim Lee when we were very fortunate enough to meet him.
Oh, I know. That was so random because it was like I had seen it on Facebook. Yeah, it was the night before, and I had seen it on Facebook. And I remember walking
late at night because I remember it was after dinner.
I was making dinner.
Or you were making it.
It was while I was in the kitchen making dinner, and then I stopped what I was doing, and I came into the room, and I was like, "You're not going to believe this." And the look on his face was like, "Okay, what bad news do you have to tell me now?" You know, because he didn't know what the hell. I'm like, "You're not going to believe this." And then I was like, Jim Lee's going to be at our LCS tomorrow. And we're like, we're getting off work early and we're going. And we did. And it was fun. Yeah,
because X-Men #1 is, I mean, it's like the best-selling book of all time. But it's also, it's kind of like Spawn #1 to me, as it's one of the first books I remember buying with my own money when I was a kid. And it's another one of those books that really got me hooked into comics or onto comics.
Those fold out covers are awesome.
Yeah, they are. Hey Andy, and I think I saw a girl say tomorrow. Was it? Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, girl said tomorrow's my birthday.
Happy early birthday!
Happy birthday.
Now you got to get that finished.
I know. Now I have to, right?
And get it sent out to him, and for sure. And nothing else really going on these days. I'm going
by lunchtime as well.
I'm kind of going stir crazy that like working from home, I want to leave the house more, and that kind of scares me because I don't like leaving the house very often.
I know, because
I only like going out like hunting for comics or like shopping for like clothes and shoes, but I don't like going outside very often.
Well, yeah, because on our days off, we do usually go somewhere at least once during the day, like somewhere, you know.
Yeah, at least. Well, it's usually to Volt.
It's usually to our LCSs, yeah.
But then we found these ones as well for our run.
I thought I had that, which I still need to look through, but that's X-Men #2 to that #1.
Yeah, so it's 2 to the #1. Because we had like 4 issues in the #1, and then we had 3, but we didn't have 2. And then we found 20.
That one I immediately knew we didn't have because that cover's sick.
Yes. And then we have found 21.
Yeah.
The Puzzle Quest.
Gambit on both of those. I love Gambit too. Gambit's another one of those characters I really like that I don't talk about that much, but he's high up on
By the way, speaking of Gambit, Matt, if you're still in here, your Gambit shirt is freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
That shirt is wicked.
Which I think he was wearing it last night when he was on Comic Core.
He was wearing it last night when he was on Comic Core.
Yeah, because when we were watching that.
It was a dope shirt. Yeah, it's way cool. And then the last other two that we found was the Marvel Team Up and Star Fox.
Yeah, we all know I love my black suit Spideys.
Yes.
And that's the Team Up 143. So that's
143.
It's like, so that tied first appearance black suit Team Up is 141, right? So that would be so. 2 issues after.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Matt. And then the last
I had it over there.
No, I think it's over on the stack of books out in the living room. I think it's with the other ones still.
Yeah, it's usually over there, but.
Yeah, and then 3 and 4 issue limited series Hawkeye. So we have 3 and 4. We just need to find 1 and 2.
Yeah, we need to find 1 and 2 of that.
1 and 2.
That's another one that once we get all of them, I'm gonna want to read.
Yeah, and that's everything for our pickups.
I mean, we all know you're a huge Green Arrow fan.
Yes, I love me Oliver Queen,
and I love Green Arrow too. I love Hawkeye as well. For you,
I got my giveaway.
I know we're getting to it.
I know, I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, that's one of the last things we're going to be doing after the other segments. But no, so for you, no doubt about it, your favorite Archer is like Green Arrow, no doubt about it. For me, it kind of bounces back and forth between Hawkeye and Green Arrow.
That I believe.
I don't know. I like Green Arrow more than Hawkeye. Times I like Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Hawkeye is Ronin.
Hey, Rod. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
No contest. When it's Hawkeye, it's Ronin.
Yes.
No contest in that point. Because I love Ronin.
Ronin is good.
During that, I love that whole well, I haven't read all of it, but that first half of the New Avengers
was the suave dude I wanted to be when I was a preteen, right?
Hell yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so to get into what we had mentioned earlier with Kavi, some of the trades I've been reading, I'm not sure if I already showed these ones or not. I might have, because I did read them a couple weeks ago, and they were just so good. I know I posted them on Instagram, but I ended up reading Lady Killer 1 and 2, and it was just so good.
It's one of my favorite indie series now.
I love it. I mean, just like that art is so beautiful.
Yeah, Joel Jones.
As I have one hand done of nail polish and the other one not, but that's okay.
Yeah. Joel Jones is on top of her game. In those books, and
she really is. So I did read Joel Jones' Lady Killer first trade,
and I'm stoked she's working on it again. I mean, it's a bummer with everything that's going on right now, but we probably wouldn't see it for another 6 months to a year. So.
And then I've also read the Lady Killer second trade.
The second one.
Yeah. And this one is just as good. This one is really, really good. I love Joel Jones' creator-owned Lady Killer stuff. The page material is a little different in this one, but it still is just as good. All that epicness.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Werewolf said he went to this comic shop yesterday in Perth, Australia, and it was a ghost town. A policeman came into the shop to check on social distancing. Wow,
we haven't had lockdown or anything like that quite yet. It hasn't gotten that bad. Our LCS has closed during Sundays, which they're usually open on Sundays, but they're taking that time off. And I mean, there hasn't been too many cases. They're still doing curbside. There's still the option of curbside and everything.
I can't remember. I can't remember if our state has even done a actual
we haven't
shelter
really
in place.
Yeah,
our governor did do a recommendation of staying in, but I don't think there's been an actual shelter in place. I could be wrong because we don't really watch the news too much, especially now.
Which is funny because I've tried to turn on the TV to watch the news, and the news just isn't on. Did I forget what times the news usually comes on? Because I know it's there's the 10 o'clock news and the 2 o'clock news, or But every time I go to turn on the news, it's like when I think it would be on, like this morning, when I was sitting there with my coffee, I'm like, oh, the news is probably on, so let's see what's going on in our state and what it is. And it was just not on. We kind of Googled it. There was, which is where we heard our governor had put kind of like a recommendation to stay home, but there isn't like a shutdown yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have had 2 in our state that
happened?
That passed. Rod says be safe, guys. But his brother has the corona, but doing better. That's good to hear he's doing better.
I'm so glad to hear he's doing better. I hope he keeps getting better and that he's going to be okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, I know I hate how there's a lot of younger people that think they're like immune to it, which is far from the case, obviously. But
it is definitely far from the case, because it's like how we even saw with Trevor Noah, the one doctor.
That doctor that's everywhere, Fauci. It's like Fauci. Yeah. That interview that Trevor Noah did with him was really good.
I trust Trevor Noah and the news he delivers, and that's just where I get my news. That's where I get the closest I get to any kind of news anywhere is Trevor Noah and the Daily Show. And now that's Trevor Noah and the social distancing show, and he's been doing it on his phone and stuff, but that's the closest I get to news.
For real, yeah, just like Grell said, NYC, like New York City, scares me. Be safe, please. Yeah, and that's honestly, I'm thinking about Coffee all the time, because I am how
too.
New York is.
And it's like how Coffee had said that with him being in New York, he's not necessarily really scared. It's just a part of being in New York. I forgot how exactly you said it, but
yeah. Even before all this, New York's a totally different type of city. It's a totally different animal compared to even other cities. And
I've never been there, so I wouldn't know.
I've only been there once, a long time ago, and I was only there for like a day and a half, and it was a skate trip back when I was semi-pro skateboarder. And
no fever, no headache, just shortness of breath. That's hopefully it gets
better. That's what I hear for the most people. It's
what's
kind of fever, headache, shortness of breath, because it seems like it attacks the respiratory system really hard.
What's scary is my sister was in town last month or the month before.
It was January, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was either January or February. She came in town for just the weekend, and it was only for a friend's funeral, unfortunately, but she didn't have health insurance and had gotten sick with a really bad case of the flu. And then by the time she made it to the hospital, it was just so bad that she didn't make it. And it just like, that makes me wonder if it wasn't just a severe case of the flu. If it was,
it could have been this.
Could have been that, And so it's like, because my sister, it was a longtime friend of hers that she had, and
she had like any like asthma or any
that I don't know
pre-existing respiratory conditions.
Yeah, that I don't know, because I don't talk to my sister as much as I would like, but I do talk to her a bit.
Because when I was looking up, like the first case was like back in January, like in Washington State.
Yeah.
So if it's around that time, like it could have been that. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
And I've been thankful that there's ambulance noises all day. That's never any fun.
I've even been hearing a lot at work.
Yeah. That's not.
And there's not even really a hospital really. The
area that you're in though is also
one, the one. What's the one out in West? I can't even think the name right now. Yeah.
There's always sirens around your work though, just because the area.
It kind of is, because it's a bad crime area, is what we would usually hear. Yeah.
It's not necessarily funny, but his boss's trailer got stolen one time.
I know.
And then they had to get it
back.
One
time, it did 3 times.
3 times since they've been at the new shop that they had to downsize, because but.
Yeah, and we've only been there at the new shop for
since January. Yeah, a year.
A year. January was a year, so
January was a couple months. Yeah, I had to move into that warehouse because I was working with you there.
Yeah, and it's been stolen 3 times.
Yeah, it's been stolen. Yeah,
And they were at the other shop before for like 8 years and nothing happened.
Yeah. 22 million people in Australia, 14 people have died. Prime Minister Scott Morrison is doing a great job, but 14 is still too many. Yeah. Agreed. Definitely agreed. Well,
that's way too many.
We did an in-stock order because we had a little extra cash, and this came out, and I had to do towels and laundry at my mom's, and I had to wait for a phone call and stuff. But I've actually also been reading Magic Order again.
Yeah, rereading that.
Yeah, I'm like halfway through it. I'm at about 5, but I've just been rereading this because I love it, and it is so good, and the art is so incredible. Like,
oh yeah, Olivia Coipel on that. Holy cow!
Yeah, this is to where I had gotten on it.
Oh yeah, the cover for 5.
Yeah, cover for 5, and it's. I gotta tell you, it's been really awesome reading it in trade paperback instead of just the single issues, because I'm like, boop, boop, boop.
I know, yeah.
I gotta have one of my legs down. This chair keeps spinning too much. It keeps turning me one angle, and I'm like, I'm trying to stay. But yeah, see, so this is another thing I've been reading. Which is really, really good. If you haven't read the Magic Order, you totally should. And yeah.
God, I've been reading a lot of different stuff. Omnis, singles, trades, because I recently did start rereading the...
You should definitely read it, Kavi. It's good. Magic Order is really good, really good.
Yeah, because I finally read it a few months back.
After
I read it kind of late.
Yeah, after I had read it, I kept telling you need to read it, you need to read it, you need to read it. And then like as he's reading it, I'm like, did you read it? And then like he'd be like, tell me, because it was just like I wanted to know his thoughts on it and how good it was. I was like, So I've been reading,
and this is all that's out so far too. It's like It's like just these 6.
Yes.
6 issues I think in it. And
it is currently only the 6 issues, but it's a really good read. I really enjoyed it.
I think
it's a reread because I just love that story so much.
Yeah, you're rereading it. This is
like my 3rd time rereading it.
3rd?
Yeah.
Oh.
3rd in the issues the first time, and then while I waited for you to read the issues, I read them again.
You were reading them again.
And it's a really good story. And then the other 2 stuff I've read. Now these are the 2 things that I'm kind of nervous that they come out with new stuff, because Jessica Jones was really good, and that last page was like, oh my goodness. So if you're not reading this series, you should totally pick it up. It's been a really good series. So I hit you up on Insta a few days ago. I just finished reading a few Doom books, and dang yours, they were so good. Ooh,
yeah.
Brubaker Books of Doom.
I know. I'm so bad at checking my Instagram messages.
He is really bad at checking any messages. Like I couldn't even find his voicemail on his phone, and so if you like call him, his voicemail is full. Yeah. No, your voicemail's in.
I don't even know how to even get on and check my voicemail.
You've set it up because I tried calling you and you didn't answer because you had fallen asleep, and it you a voicemail and it says you've reached so and so, and it's just you saying your name, and then it says this voicemail box is full.
It's me saying my name?
Yeah. Which is why I was going to try and find your voicemail box to see what voicemails you have, because Lord knows who tried to call you.
But no, that's awesome, because those are okay. So we have the Brubaker Books of Doom. I just haven't read it yet. I actually have it out there on my table because I've been planning on trying to get to it. And then the Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, the Triumph of Torrent one. I need to find that one. That's the one I was trying to remember the name to, because I love the relationship between Strange and Doom. And,
it's a good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 2 of my favorite characters as well. Like I love both of them. But
and then this is just the last other one that I've read that I did.
Monstrous. That was the one that ended when you're like, oh my god, like Diamond better start shipping as soon as they can.
Yeah, because I got into the last page this morning. This one was my morning read, and I'm like, no, like that can't be. What? No. So
it was pretty bad.
I'm gonna have to wait, and I hope it don't have to wait too long. Hey, that kind of matches. Look at. I don't think you can see, but it kind of matches. Nope, you can't see with the light. It's kind of pink, but yeah, this was a really good read.
Yeah.
If you're not reading
NYC
Monstrous,
says, Monstrous is fantastic.
It's been so good. It's been so good.
Yeah, and Werewolf by Lunchtime says Brubaker's a superb writer. He is. Like, I'm such a big fan of him because I recently read a lot of his Cap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've been working on right now is getting all his Daredevil stuff. And Jesus Christ, I thought I finally had it all in the two. I have the two.
It's been a nightmare for him.
I have the two Ultimate collections of Daredevil by Brubaker, but then we find out there's a third one that I need.
Mm-hmm. And then he looks up at the price of it, and it's like $100 trade because
it's like $158
it's so low
trade because it's like out of print and so rare.
And so now I might just get the second omnibus that picks up where the third trade left off. So
where the second one left off.
Yeah, second. Yeah, you're right. See, I said that wrong.
Because the first Omni. Because I was about to say screw it, like I'm just gonna buy the omnibus and then give away something, with the others that I already had. But then I look on InStock, and InStock it was sold out. But then they only had the second omnibus. So then, but I looked at what the omnibus collects, and it picks up in the very next issue after the second trade I have in. So
he's been reading Conan the Barbarian, John Carter Claw, Skull and 70s goodness right there. Yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
We've also been watching Lucifer.
We're not at that part yet. We're still talking about what we've been reading.
My bad. I got excited again.
Jesus, God, you're always skipping ahead.
I can't help it. It's what I do. I get excited. I can't hide my excitedness.
What was it? Oh yeah, I haven't read any of the Gotham Central stuff either.
We did read Gotham by Gaslight, and we're on with Kavi and JP, which was a lot of fun.
We still haven't rewatched the animated movie though yet.
Yeah, we still haven't done that yet. Yeah, we still need to rewatch the animated movie. But I mean, that's pretty much what I've read up on. Yeah, I've
been catching up on the Valkyrie run.
It was a lot of fun.
Speaking of Doom, I finally read all the Doom, the Doctor Doom solo series. I've finally read all that. That's really good, and
which was really awesome because I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a little bit there where we weren't able to go to the comic book store, and then I was able to go. And the first few times I started going again, he was playing a lot of Destiny at the time, so he wasn't really knowing what new books came out because he had been so wrapped up in Destiny that I went to the comic book store, got my books, and picked up a few for him. And he didn't know that the Doom #1 had even been out or solicited.
I didn't even know anything about it. Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like, he's gonna need this. And I had gotten home from the comic book store. I was like, yay, I got my books. And he was like, oh wait, I got something for you. It's a surprise. He's like, wait, what'd you get me? It's a surprise. And I showed him the Doom #1. And the look on his face was so worth not telling him when I got there.
Hey, Rob, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, Rob.
Hey, Rob, good to see you. Thanks for joining us as well.
He's like that too. He's
my phone's acting up.
Kind of like a comic historian. I hope that.
Hey, John's Comics with Kids. Thanks for joining us.
No, we're still live. Okay, so
we're still live. I think it's just my phone being slow, because it's also at like 58% on the charger.
Yeah, see, even our laptop does that. Even if it only gets at like 80%, it'll start. Yeah. That's why I always want to plug in.
It was a good morning show with Kate and Charlie this morning too. I had my coffee and was lurking most of the time, but I ended up saying hello. So yeah, it was a good morning show.
Yeah, I hope you and the kiddos are doing good, staying safe.
For whatever reason, I was up at like 7 or 8 this morning.
I know, I'm always up early, but I was surprised by it.
I was up way early this morning, and I think it was just because I was so excited to have the day off that I could do what I wanted instead of what I needed to do.
Yeah.
So.
I bet that's what it was. Yeah. Speaking of which, one thing that we are going to be diving in here soon, because I guess our LCS is still able to like special order stuff that's already out, obviously. But
yeah, stuff that's already been out.
Yeah, so we're going to have the first Invincible Ultimate Collection hardcover. So we're probably going to be diving into Invincible at some point here in the future, like whenever they get it in or whatever. But there's a few different ways you can go about collecting it though, because they have I think 3 compendiums, which is like images omnibuses pretty much. Mm-hmm. And then they have the 12 Ultimate Collection, like oversized hardcovers, and I think that's the way that we'll do it.
I was up till 4 a.m. doing CLZ and watching comic YouTube videos.
Getting harder to find live content.
Really?
Wow.
Oh yeah, because they have been.
It's like
they have been like kind of saving like the broadband for like schools and stuff, and then there's also been the thing where people aren't getting alerts that people are going live, which is weird. I've still been getting most of the alerts.
But yeah, with so many people staying home and on the internet, yeah, I'm sure the internet's getting hammered, yeah.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah.
By far.
I didn't even think about that, yeah.
Another thing.
But like you said, that the algorithm and everything with YouTube, and it's always...
Did you have any other recent reads?
There's a lot of stuff I've been reading, but I'm just trying to even remember it all, because like I said, I didn't bring in here what I've been reading. But those are like 2 series I recently caught up on. I
haven't been reading too much.
I am reading the Cable and Deadpool omnibus.
Mm-hmm.
That 50...
Oversized hardcovers are amazing but expensive. Agreed.
Yeah. Well, these ones on InStock, they retail for, what was it, like... Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Leviathan one. That retails for $30, but InStock has it for $15. But the Invincible ones, I can't remember what they retail, if it's like $30 or $40, but InStock has them for $20.
Because InStock,
which isn't too bad, like $20, but you are getting 12 of them eventually.
Because InStock always has them like 40% off.
Everything is at least 40% off, and then a lot of stuff is 50% off.
But speaking of hardcovers, I've also been reading Batman Damned, and I got through book 1 of the hardcover Batman Damned that we have. So I just need to read book 2 and book 3 that are in. I'm getting Charlie Horse on my foot. It really hurts.
I know you're getting really eager to this part. So what have we been watching?
Charlie Horse on my foot.
That's what we've been watching?
It hurts. I think it's gone.
God, I can almost see it.
Oh, yeah, it was a strong hit there. Ow. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I get Charlie Horses bad a lot.
Charlie Horses suck. I don't like getting old. I don't want to be old. But
all right, what have we been watching?
We've been watching Lucifer on Netflix, and
finally,
yes, my mom has been so stoked that I've been watching shows now, because she's always telling me about all these. We caught up on Doctor Who, and Doctor Who was really, really good. The way it ended, loved it.
Yeah, but that was really good. Yeah, this whole last season as a whole.
Yes,
was really good of Doctor Who.
I agree. Doctor Who was really good, and then we started watching Lucifer, and we got 6 episodes in, and
we just barely watched 6. Yeah.
So the next episode we have is 7, and I love it because it got canceled when it was on the CW.
It was like Fox or CBS or
it might have been
ABC.
It might have been. No, I don't think it was ABC. I don't know. It was on one of the...
It was on network television.
Yeah, it was on network, and they had canceled it, and so then Netflix picked it up, and we're going to do one more season, but now there's being talk that they're going to keep it going for another season after this last season. So they're thinking about greenlighting it and doing more Lucifer just on Netflix, and got to admit, like, we saw what Beeler was talking about, the trailer for that Tiger King. That looks interesting. We haven't seen it yet, but we'll probably end up watching it because it just looks interesting.
I think we also might finally dive into Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
We might start tonight, too.
Yeah, we might start Umbrella Academy. But oh my God, guys, Lucifer is so good. I love that show.
I know, right off the bat.
With the 6 episodes that we've seen, I love it. It is so good.
And what is their total we have to watch? Like 5 seasons?
Yes.
I think there's 5 up.
Yeah, there's 5 seasons. Yeah, and we're 6 episodes in, so I can't wait to watch more Lucifer and how it's loosely based on that.
And I'm sure we'll eventually...
Tennant Matt Smith's life when it comes to Doctor Who, but subsequent doctors have been massive drop of storytelling. Tom Baker was a good story, though. Tom Baker, who knows? Who knows?
Well, subsequent after that, like that's like Capaldi and after that, which there definitely has been, and which is what I think what makes this last season so good for me because it felt like it was like a return to form kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
It was
the cookiness.
And this is still the.
I liked how she started talking to herself again. How she was like, "Oh, that's good. You know, I'm still there."
Right.
Like,
no, this would have been Chibnall's second season, right? Because
yes,
he came on when Jodie did.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought
my mom's a huge Whovian too, and she thinks that where Ruth fits in is between one of these other doctors, because if you go back and you look at all the previous doctors, there's only one that it doesn't show a regeneration. And it shows. She even showed me the clip because it was in like black and white.
Oh yeah.
She showed me the clip on YouTube where it's in black and white, where right before he was regenerating, the Time Lords were telling him that we're gonna wipe your memory. You're not gonna know what happened. You're not gonna know what's going on. You're just gonna regenerate and be somebody else, pretty much. And that's what she was saying. That's where Ruth fits in.
It
I just don't
like
remember exactly where.
It wasn't after the first one.
No,
because that almost sounds like something they would say to the first one, but
no, it wasn't the first one, but it was. I think it was black and white. It might have been color, but I think it was black and white. But it was somewhere around there that she thinks Ruth fits in. And I go to my mom's every Sunday for meds to pick up everything. That she had showed the clip to me, and it made sense.
I know, exactly. Yeah, like what Robert says. I love Matt Smith and David Tennant as the Doctor for different reasons. The Silence, the Weeping Angels,
the Daleks.
See, I know that's why when everyone asks, every time I get asked my favorite Doctor, I always say Matt Tennant or David Smith.
Yeah,
it's somewhere Matt Smith and David Tennant. They were both so good.
I don't know what it is about the Cybermen, but they've always been my favorite villain. I love Cybermen. Like I love the deletion and I love the Lights Out episode and the Lodger.
Mine is
No, it's not Lights Out. It's Closing Time and the Lodger.
The ones with
those
Craig.
Two standalone episodes with Craig, and they're both Cybermen episodes, and I don't know why I love those two.
My favorite version of the Cybermen, though, is the Nightmare and Silver ones. The ones with Matt Smith as Mr. Clever.
That's
playing chess against himself.
David Tennant with Sally Sparrow.
Oh God, yeah, that one too.
That's such a good episode.
Well, Blink.
So much goodness.
Yeah, that was Blink. Yeah,
Blink, and you're dead.
See, and I mean, and it's not just that they had great writing. I mean, because that's when Doctor Who. Oh my God, yeah. So the Matt Smith Van Gogh episode was the second Doctor Who episode I ever saw.
And the first one I ever saw was Waters on Mars, and I didn't think I was ever actually going to be able to turn him into a Whovian. But I'm glad it worked and it happened.
So she was always trying to get
Conversion
me to
complete.
Yeah, when we first got together, she was always trying to get me to watch it, and I'm like, the show's been around for 50-something years. How are you going to get me onto a 50-something year show?
Speaking of, when we first met, it was the season of Matt Smith with Clara, where she just came out as Clara and was no longer the impossible girl.
Mm-hmm.
And he is asking if I wanted to hang out. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure. You know, I'm down to hang out. But I want to watch this show. It comes on at this time. He's like, oh, we can watch it over here. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. You've seen it before? He's like, yeah, sure. You know, and I've heard of it.
It was a different show than I was thinking, though.
Yeah, it was a different show that he was thinking. So I go over there and we're hanging out. And then we end up in the backyard because one of your friends had come over. So we're hanging out in the backyard the whole time. And I'm like, it's on. I'm missing it. It's like, oh, we'll just catch the replay, you know, because it replays like an hour later on the same channel. So we caught the replay and he was just so clueless as to what was going on. And I'm like, it's Doctor Who. And I'm trying to explain it. And he's like, wait, so this show's been going on for this long? I'm like, yeah, and it's this and it's that. And he just was like, I don't know if I can get into this. And I'm like, but, and then one day I was coming home late from work, or I was in training.
You were in training until like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, because I was getting out of work at like 11 o'clock and going home. And I got home and he's like, you're not going to believe what I'm watching.
It was on commercial break.
It was on commercial break.
So I'm like, you're not going to believe what I'm watching right now.
Yeah. And then I was like, wait, what are you watching? And the next thing I know, I got off a commercial break and it was David Tennant.
I'm a Time Lord. The rules of time will obey me. It's so good.
It was so good. And I totally geeked out. And I'm like, oh, "You're watching who?" And then we borrowed all of my mom's DVDs, and he caught up on all of them.
Well, but first, the first one you showed me after Waters of Mars was the Van Gogh episode. And me being an artist and a huge fan of Van Gogh already, oh my God, that episode was holy cow! Like that Van Gogh episode.
There's even with my mom in the Matt Smith Dalek episode where it's like eggs, like exterminate, and she was going to the grocery store and she had to get eggs. It like played in her head and she just laughed about it. Yeah,
I kind of want to go watch the Van Gogh episode now. That's all I'm thinking about.
It's so good. But yeah,
speaking of Van Gogh, actually, I found out that Willem Dafoe did a recent like indie film with him playing Van Gogh, and I need to find that and watch that. I can't remember the name of it. I really wish I could remember the name of it.
It's good. And because like before I met him, me and my mom would have nights, like weekends, that we wouldn't really do anything, and so we'd just drink and watch Who. And then one time we were drinking and watching Who, because she always made these drinks that tasted like root beer. It was really good, but she locked herself out of her phone and couldn't get it unlocked for a while. And then when she did, a couple weeks later, we realized she ordered like the whole Matt Smith, David Tennant run collection of Doctor Who on Amazon. And yeah. And so when he had watched that, I was like, oh, I know what I need to do. And I got him like to watch all of them while I was working, and he was at home because you were taking care of JC around that time too, to where you weren't really going out working. And so
I got caught up on the entire I don't call it a reboot, but the regeneration, since it came back to television like in 2005 or whatever. Yeah, so from that point, from Ninth Doctor on, I got caught up to that point.
And it's been
fairly fast. Like I watched all that really fast.
And it has been conversion complete ever since.
Wasn't it just like 2 weeks? I swear it was just like a week and a half.
Yeah, it was a matter of like 2 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks or something. And then I had gotten fully caught up. And it was before what was going on currently at the time. It was even before Capaldi, or no, because Smith had already regenerated out.
Yeah, it was Capaldi.
So Capaldi was the Doctor, right? It was like probably Capaldi's second season, because I think he probably already done one.
People to watch when the Master takes over the world and the world has the chance and believe it all.
Yeah, when they all have to believe in the Doctor at the same time. Yeah.
The year that never happened.
That was the Saxon.
Yep.
Wasn't it Saxon?
Donna Noble. Donna Noble never gets to remember anything, and she was saved in the library.
Her story was pretty sad.
Her story breaks my heart, because I love Donna Noble.
That's the thing with Dr.
Donna. I love Dr. Donna, and I know a lot of people don't like Donna, but I love Donna. I liked Donna more than Rose.
Yeah, and Robert says, admittedly, I haven't watched a single episode of the new season. Should I? I mean...
It's
probably weird for me to sound like that after just saying how good it is, but it's just kind of like what you kind of thought of last season. Like if you watched her first season, and it's not to do with her. God, I love that. Speaking of the first season, I love the Rosa Parks episode. I thought that was a really good episode.
Yeah.
I love this season, and
see, Matt's.
I think you should, but I always kind of hate. Like guaranteeing people like you're gonna love it, like I don't want to say that like, you're gonna love it, but I think you should definitely watch it, because it's especially for a fan of Doctor Who, because some of the revelations in this season are major for the history of Doctor Who.
Because there's one that was really controversial, but I didn't see it as controversial. I saw it as great storytelling, and it is just so awesome that I think you should probably watch the last season. Because it gets good. It gets really good. I mean, maybe not the season before her first season, but her last season, I would suggest watching it.
Yeah, even if
it would be worth the watch.
Yeah, even if you haven't seen her first one, just watch the second one.
At least.
I mean, I didn't think the first was bad. I mean, I thought
I wasn't around in the 70s, but it freaked me out too while my pops was watching it in the 80s. My mom was born in 1964 and watched her doctor was Tom Baker, and she remembers when she was growing up watching Tom Baker as the Doctor, she could only watch it after she watched a show with my grandma that she didn't really like, but she wanted to watch her show, so she compromised and would watch it just so that she could watch her show after.
See, I love that Rob Worth said this, because this is exactly how I've always felt, but he just said it a lot better. Capaldi was a great doctor, but some of his stories were so forgettable.
Yeah.
And that's how I've always thought about it too, is he was so good, he was such a good doctor, but he didn't have like the best storytelling. Like,
I liked his storytelling was a little bit of a letdown, especially in the previews where you find out
Moffat, was Moffat
she's back. Moffat was, I think.
Yeah,
maybe I could be wrong, but with Capaldi, it was really good. But I forgot. I just lost my train of thought.
I know. Sorry. I know. I was reading the chat.
Because there were some stories that were forgettable, but I loved the one where the Dalek, he saves him.
Oh, Davros.
Yeah, I really loved that one. But with Capaldi, it was a little bit of a letdown because the trailers, remember, were showing the girl, and it was like, they made it seem like she was someone from the past, but really she was somebody from the episode before.
Yeah. That
was a letdown to me.
When she said something like old man, I was like, is this his daughter, like, regenerated?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like somebody... Yeah. I thought I was going to be mind blown, somebody from like his past, and it just ended up being somebody from like 1 or 2 episodes before
that we hadn't seen yet.
Yeah, that we hadn't seen yet. So it was just, and it was Macy Williams that was playing her. And I've never really gotten into Game of Thrones, and I've never really watched Macy Williams all that much. So I'm
curious if they ever do anything
kind of
with
let
them.
down with that.
Because remember how they kind of left off? Remember they went zooming off into space in their own TARDIS thing that looked like a diner.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what? The ending of that, it really felt like...
I'm really bad at not touching my face, guys. I'm sorry. I try not to touch it.
I'm terrible at it, too. I do wash my hands a lot, though. That's still ingrained in me from tattooing and stuff.
That, too.
But that episode, how that ended, didn't that really felt kind of like a backdoor pilot, like it, you know what I mean?
It's not just the weed this time. Oh, that's a great comment. What? It's okay. Many people's trains of thoughts are being derailed, and it's not just the weed this time. I haven't touched that in years. I can't with my schizophrenia. It makes me too paranoid. I go like,
You already think everybody's out to get you.
I do. It's not my fault. I was born with schizophrenia.
I know. I'm just giving you crap.
Yeah. But it's been good.
Oh yeah, Super says I've never seen Doctor Who.
You should see it.
Honestly, I mean, I'm still fairly new to it because I only got into it. I mean, it's been a few years at this point, but
which is really awesome. When we got married, my friend at work had given me the notebook of John Smith's book of, it was like it came with like a TARDIS pen, not TARDIS. It came with like he's gonna go grab it now. It came with this sonic screwdriver pen, and it was just like kind of like the memory of when David Tennant was a human for a little bit of time, and when she had given it to me, it was around the time that we got married that I actually had it as our wedding book that people signed, and so it was.
So it's like this thing. Oh yeah, it's already. Or wait, oh no, yeah, you did put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
See, so it's
this is the pin.
Yeah. So it has like the Doctor Who stuff in it. It's kind of dusty.
Yeah, I know. You need to dust up Doctor Who.
But it has the Doctor from when he was a normal person. So it's like a journal of impossible things is what it is. And then like see, it even has the faces see, it has the faces, and then it has the time clock thingy,
which kept his Time Lord essence in it.
Yeah, it kept him in there. So then it was this little booklet thingy, but the last few pages of it are blank. So like this much of about this much of it is blank. That's what we had people sign at our wedding from when we got married.
Yeah. So the back half is like blank. So yeah, that was like our
congrats on getting married and everything. So
Yeah.
we're nerds.
Yeah, Robert's how Super S said, I've never seen Doctor Who, and then Rob says, oh Russ, how I envy you. Just start with any episode and you'll figure it out. Doctor Who is great. Just start with Tennant or Smith. Yeah,
Yes.
you honestly could even skip the first season with Eccleston, because he was a good doctor, but he had just one season. And then after that it's Tennant, and Tennant honestly would be a good jumping on point, really.
Tennant would be, yeah.
And because for me, like I said, the first episode I watched was Waters at Mars, which is one of Tennant's specials. And then I went back to Eccleston to the beginning.
It's our book of impossible things that we had people sign.
And it's an impossible thing that I got married, because I never thought I was going to ever get married. So
don't mean to blind you guys, but yeah, it's our pen.
Oh yeah, and it does light up, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I'm going to blind you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean. Actually, I have before. I'm not always so nice. But yeah, it's like a little sonic screwdriver that lights up. And it's a pen. And a friend had given it to me as a wedding gift because she knew I was getting married. And so when she gave it to me, I was like, oh my God. And then we had people sign it.
Super. Considering there's kids out there licking toilets for a challenge.
Right?
Touching your face is pretty tame.
I saw a meme that was like, maybe we should go back to eating Tide Pods.
I know.
With all these cleaning, like, running out of it's like, Jesus. I don't know what to think of the world these days. Pigs can fly, apparently. They can.
They do.
They're in helicopters with searchlights. No, I do. I am very thankful for police officers.
No, I know,
I just don't like the scary ones that abuse their power.
The power tripping ones, yeah.
But and this stuff.
I know we're not getting to that yet, but so So I know we'll probably finally start watching Umbrella Academy soon, which it's about damn time.
Big Lion Cat is doing an auction.
There's supposed to be another. They're gonna be doing a second season of that too. And I'm trying to think of like anything else, and then we'll probably watch a bunch of our animated movies and stuff that we've been needing to get around. We have the first season of Discovery on DVD we haven't watched yet.
Yes, so we still need to watch because I really want to see it.
I don't know if the second one has came out, because I
bet
know
it has.
I'm pretty sure the second season has aired, but I don't know if it's out on DVD. Because we don't have the CBS or whatever, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. So I think, so your giveaway could be.
You never even changed it from you were watching Lucifer. You forgot that one. You had it.
No, I had it. I know. No, I had it at Lucifer when we were talking about Lucifer, and then I switched it back when we were just talking about regular stuff.
Aren't you a ninja? I don't notice these things. I'm like the worst wife ever.
No, you're not.
No, so I'm so excited, guys. I'm doing a giveaway on Instagram because I finally, I did a giveaway at 400, and then I was going to do a giveaway at 600, and now I'm somehow at like 850 something, that this is the stuff I'm going to give away, and I'm going to do a post after this show, and it's just going to be pretty simple, like, follow, tag 3 people, whatever, and I'll probably keep it open for about a week and then do the randomizer with all the names.
It's a post on Instagram, though, you're going to be doing.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a post on Instagram, and this is everything I'm giving away. But it's going to be a post on Instagram. And
on your Instagram, not Married with Issues.
Yeah, on my Instagram, Fuchsia only. And when I do the giveaway, I'm going to just do like the randomizer and put everybody's name in the randomizer, and then I'm going to like record it and do it, like hit the randomizer 3 times, and then whoever's the winner is the winner. And I think I'm going to do it to where it's open for a week, so I probably won't pick the winner till next Saturday. But this is what I'm giving away, is a copy of Magic Order trade paperback, because I bought 2. So this is one thing that I'm giving away.
Which, as we were saying earlier, it's an incredible, it's an awesome story. Gorgeous art.
So I love this story so much that I want to share it with everybody. If you win my giveaway, you're getting the first trade paperback of Magic Order. So it's a good read. If you haven't read it, you'll love it. And then I'm going to be giving away this Catwoman variant.
How was that I just did?
The Art Germ Animated Series 1. And I'm going to give away the Green Arrow Sketch variant.
I love that cover. It's actually it's a Neil Adams cover.
Yeah, it's that way. But yeah, and then it's that way. So I'm giving this one away.
Which we do have another copy that we're going to be A-okaying to McD once we can get we can get it out.
Yeah, because I have now bought 3 copies of this book. Yeah. One for me, one for McD, and one for this giveaway. So that'll be one. And then this random one that we found is going to be Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man.
I love that cover.
Number 7.
Yeah, it's an awesome Morbius cover.
Awesome Morbius cover. And then I'm also giving away 1 and 2 of Dead Eyes.
Which this is another one of our favorite indie series going right now by one of my favorite writers, Jerry Duggan.
Yeah. So I'll be giving away 1 and 2 of Dead Eyes. And so this is everything that I'm going to give away in my follower giveaway, because when I reached 400, I never thought that was going to happen. And then I meant to do it at 600. And now, to my disbelief, I am somehow over 800. And I could not thank any of you enough for following me on Instagram. I truly appreciate it. So this is going to be a post that I'm going to make where it has a picture of everything that I'm giving away. And it's going to be all of this.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, you've been gaining followers so fast too on there. You almost could have just waited, just kind of kept buying stuff for the giveaway until you hit 1,000, because right,
yeah, that's a good point too. I'm gonna have to do another giveaway here soon before I know it.
Yeah, but, which I recently hit 1,000 on Instagram. So and I'm planning on I'm gonna be doing one here in the near future. I haven't really started buying for it yet, but I'm going to here soon. But
see, you could win it, Puff. You never know. You could have this spectacular cover. And I have Dead Rabbit 1 and 2, but then my shop never got Dead Eyes for some reason. Oh, I hope you're able to get Dead Eyes. Dead Eyes, the first 2 issues were the exact same as Dead Rabbit. So that's the one thing there is like these 2 issues are the exact story, comment, everything is the exact same except for the cover. And then Dead Eyes, I think it's 3 or 4. I think it's 3. I think it's Dead Eye 3 is where it picks up where it left off when it got discontinued at Dead Rabbit.
It was 3, yeah, because when it was Dead Rabbit, they only had 2 out.
Yeah, so if you do have the Dead Rabbit 1 and 2, this is the exact story.
Yeah, so you don't need to get Dead Eyes 1 and 2, unless you're like a kind of a completionist.
Yeah. But because I love Dead Eyes so much, I feel like everybody should have the chance to read it. That's why I'm giving away Dead Eyes 1 and 2.
It's an awesome story.
And then I'm such a Catwoman fan, and I'm such a Green Arrow fan that I'm like, I have to give away some of my favorite stuff that I just want people to love and have. So I'm doing the Art Germ animated series, and then the sketch variant, and then the spectacular book, and this one, and then the Magic Order trade. So yeah, because we bought 2 copies off of In Stock Trades of Magic Order, and when we had bought the 2 copies, they had even asked and sent an email. Did you guys mean to get 2? And it was like, yeah.
Yeah, we did. So, wasn't it? I'm glad that they did that, though.
This is the one I've been reading, and this is the one I'm giving away. And so it'll be these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books and a trade. So I'm super stoked. Do we have 2 people from the UK in chat? Yes, I think so. Andy and Werewolf by lunchtime?
I think Werewolf, is in Australia.
Yeah.
Andy's in England, I think. Because
no 7-inch 4K TVs in the giveaway. No, I ain't got that kind of money.
Well, we have our TV in the living room it's 4K. It's not 70 though. It's what was it? Was
50.
it like 52 or 56? Something like that. It was in the 50s, I think. I can't remember.
It's either 52 or 56. We had it when we had a lot more. We got it when we had a lot more money. But
yeah.
yeah. we're bad.
No, actually, we got it when we had better credit.
Yeah, actually, that's true. It was better credit. It was when we had better credit.
When we had our Best Buy card.
Yeah, Best Buy credit card. That was marvelous.
Ain't gonna get one of them again.
Maybe after credit counseling, we'll see.
Well, no, even if we could, I wouldn't want one again.
Yeah, I don't like credit, but yeah. Stay Puff, I still haven't done my IG 3,000 follower. That is so awesome.
Yeah,
Congrats on that.
King of Instagram.
Yes, King of Instagram. And King of Tags. You've gotten me for so many tags because I never used to do tags. I remember when he started doing them and Stay Puff was always tagging me in them. And I'm like, what is this? What do I do? What? I don't understand. And he'd be like, oh, you just kind of do this and that's how you respond to a tag. And I'm like, okay. And you must have tagged me like 6 or 7 times before I actually did the first one where I'm like, oh, okay, this could be kind of fun. I'll do this one. And now
you're all over it.
Yeah, most of the time I get so excited to just do tags. And then other times I get tags and I'm like, I know what book I want to do, but do I want to go take a picture of it and then put it back in the collection where it goes?
Well, it's funny because when you're looking for a book to do for a tag, you just pull out and you're looking at our collection on the app.
And I'm looking for the collection on the app.
Speaking of which, I saw a bunch of people earlier in chat talking about CLZ, which we were talking about with Andy at our LCS.
Yes, because he does. And we might get it and go through the process of getting everything from League of Comic Geeks over to CLZ.
Yeah.
Which would be fun.
Because I was curious how much it is, because I knew it was pay. I knew I don't know if it's still this way, but I remember one time when I was looking at it, like the first 100 books or something that you put in it was free, but then after that,
you pay.
But yeah, so I was curious. So I was looking at
Have you guys seen that?
The thing that we want with CLZ is just like more stability, really, because like League of Comic Geeks, it's an awesome site, but it's so big and it
bogs and it's slow.
It crashes a lot.
And sometimes I have to hit it a couple times to get it to add the book. And a lot of times I have to clear my cache and cookies on my phone just to get the app to work, which is a real hassle. But at the same time, it's free. So that's the only thing.
That too. That's the only reason why.
That's the only reason I use it is because it's free.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will probably end up getting CLZ.
Yeah, I bet
if it's only like $15 for a year, and we can have the 2 accounts on your phone and my phone, and then I'll go through the process.
There's like a cloud.
Yeah.
To where we should be able to have it on both our phones, which is the one.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Purchase or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's like $15 a year is what it looked like when I was looking it up.
So maybe.
Yeah, and Pup says CLZ is great, and I've heard really nothing but good things about it.
2 months to figure out Instagram when I started.
Me too. Honestly,
he got me into Instagram. I didn't have an Instagram before we met.
I had even been on it for a couple years before even meeting you, because I had it for like my art and everything already, and
because he gave me the name Fuchsia when we first met. And because he was a graffiti artist, and so it just.
But it wasn't the same account that I have now, though. I have a different account now.
Yeah, you have a different account now because you lost the password and everything to the old
It's
account.
still floating around out there. There's still an account out there with a boatload of my art on it.
Yeah, it's just soldier only. And if you go all the way down to the bottom of my page, you'll see really old pictures of me and him. Not too many, but a few.
Well, yeah, because you didn't start Instagram, like you said, until after.
Yeah, because I started Instagram when you got me into it. And I didn't quite understand the tags. And there's even an old one. Oh, I haven't posted that one. Well, I did post it, but it was like from 2 years ago, where it was me as a kid. And my whole paragraph is hashtags. And Puffin mentioned something, and then you were like, yeah, you're always giving me crap for it. Because I went through a phase where I would try and like hashtag my whole saying.
You would hashtag everything, like even as and the and
hashtag abuse.
bad.
Hey, I was an amateur at some point. We gotta learn. We live and we learn. We get past it.
I did see when I was looking at it today how there's like a 7-day free trial, I think, and yeah, Super Us says I used the free trial, but never ended up buying it. Robert says if you have more than 100 comics and plan on buying more, get COZ. You can update conditions, and if they're slabbed, to co-op, go collect for updated pricing. That's awesome.
That is awesome because we actually have 3,323 books.
And there hasn't been
I only
many.
remember because I just cataloged some of these before the show, and I just remembered the number.
And there's only been like,
which isn't all that much.
Like you could probably count on one hand how many books you weren't able to find on the app. Remember? So
yeah,
there is like 4 or 5 books.
There is a few books that I haven't even been able to find on League of Comic Geeks that I just haven't cataloged, and then there's other ones where I found them, but we have either the newsstand and the app doesn't, or vice versa.
Yeah.
They have the direct but not the newsstand, and you can put in your edits and contributions to it, but it's like kind of a hassle that I don't actually do it because you have to find the stock photo if you do.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to just go off of photos that have
your
blurs.
photo, yeah.
Which I don't blame them.
I don't blame them, yeah.
But it's kind of a hassle to have to go and find the stock photo and then save it and then add it and upload.
Well, in one of the books, speaking of, I think it was Rob Wirtz that was talking about Dead Rabbit that he had.
Yeah.
Because we have a Dead Rabbit #1 that was a con exclusive cover.
Yes.
For our very small free con. So it is, yeah, you should actually grab it to show it maybe because it is obviously since it's a con exclusive cover to such a small free con, like there couldn't have been many made. And it was signed by Jerry Duggan too, actually, because he signed a bunch of them when he came here. This cover right here.
See, Matt, if we do comic-gories, I might actually be really good for it because I know where all the books are.
Yeah, she would be better than me. She
it would just be a matter of remembering what book is where. But yeah, that's the con exclusive signed variant we have to Dead Rabbit.
Yeah. And it's a virgin one, and it is a Dead Rabbit, not Dead Eyes.
It is Dead Rabbit, and it's signed by Jerry Duggan. Because even after they did the recall and had to take Dead Rabbit off the shelf, our one nerd store left them for sale. So when we found that out, we bought them like right away.
I'm trying to see who did this. It looks like a Woodward maybe is what sign it, which kind of would make sense because remember there's that one that comes to the con. That's
yeah.
Is it Chad Woodward or?
It looks like Woodward. Yeah, I think it is Woodward. I love him because he did that. Yeah, see, like it's beautiful. He did the Star Trek Q Conflict poster. I bought it at the con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that does look like, yeah, it would be him.
I love this story.
Yeah, Dead Eyes is so good.
It's really good. See, and I know where like majority of all our books are in the collection.
Yeah, you definitely have a better handle on our collection than I do.
I think if I was to ever actually do comic-gories, I would just study all the covers in the app before, and then I would do, and then
I would have to sit in here flipping through the boxes.
Yeah, I would be able to get all of them like quick, like too. Well, so if you ever need somebody, I'd be down.
Well, I'd be down to do it too, and I'm really curious how we would kind of do it. Anyways, like, are we counted as one? As we counted our two?
I think we're counted as one.
Do we go against each other?
I don't know. Like, what would you guys think? Are we counted as one? I think so.
Is it like us? So how it's normally one person going against another, right? You know, is it us against someone, and then we like think of what book we're thinking of, and then,
or if we switch off and.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
we'd have to have that conversation with the boy who had 7.
Or no,
or with John.
Think of like us against like
couples edition.
Like, yeah,
that would be awesome.
Like Kaching and
Delphia.
Delphia, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Maybe that's another possibility.
Or even Cat Ren.
and Mark.
Mark?
Yeah, Mark. Yeah. I was
That would be fun. I would have a lot of fun with that.
That could be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, see, we play as one. Our collection.
See, for us, watch the timer on that comic board. It's deadly. Shit, yeah,
Right?
yeah, we would have the same problem Russ did because we have our earbuds. We have like headphones. We don't play it.
Well, that's where we would have a benefit because one of us would be able to keep the headphones in while the other one, probably me, finds the book. So you'd be like 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ah!
That's true. I'm your 30 seconds isn't as much time as you would think.
It's really not. It's really, you have to get it in a hurry, and then if it's not where you think it is and you end up finding a different one, you just have to go with it, and then you're like, this is why I chose this one. And that's what I love about the show. It does remind me of that
Supermarket Sweep.
Supermarket,
I can't remember who said that.
It was on Comic Core.
Yeah, it was on Comic Core.
Comic Core. But I loved watching that show. Like,
I love Bear Island, couple gories.
Couple gories, that would be awesome. I'd do it.
Yeah, and Werewolf Fest. Do you own any Golden Age? So we actually got our first 2 Golden Age books.
Yes.
A little, well, somewhat recently, like
a couple months ago.
Like a month or maybe 2 months ago or something. But it's actually just these 2 Lone Rangers. Like there's this one from 53. So I mean, it's like very late Golden Age. It's like at the end.
He used to watch a lot of cowboy shows with his grandpa too, so that was like the main reason why we ended up getting the Lone Ranger books.
This show specifically, like These are gonna be up on the wall somewhere in our apartment soon. Probably I think they're there somewhere. But.
You better know your collection as well as DJ knows his iTunes when the song is 10 seconds from ending and you need to sync up the beats.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it would be a lot of fun, but it'd be kind of hard, and I'd probably want to move this out of the way.
Yes.
Because I would totally bump that stuff over.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we do have.
I hope Matt is okay because there was an earthquake in El Paso too, which was really scary and there was an earthquake in Russia.
Yeah, so this is all right after we had the one here, and
we've still been having aftershocks like on Thursday.
Well, we had a good sized one last like Sunday.
Yeah. Thursday, I had just dropped him off at work, and I had to go to my mom's to do some laundry and stuff. And as I had dropped him off and then got to my mom's, I had a text message from my mom, and she's like, "Did you feel that aftershock?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, thank God." I was driving, so, I was already moving that I didn't really feel it. But every time we have an aftershock that we feel, it, like, scares the crap out of me. Like, it drops my heart, and then I'm like... and then I have to calm myself down.
That bigger one that we had was your first
Falling
one.
cover, go.
I know. I'm trying to even just think like falling cover. There's we have a Good Green Arrow one. I know.
Yeah.
There's that one, the Vertigo cover, whatever. When he's like falling, that's a good one.
There's some books that are in there though. There's some books that are in there that we'd have to bring out here.
God, Word Balloon cover. Damn, I'd be stumped on that one. Actually,
I would be stumped on that one.
I know we definitely have a bunch. Well, they don't really do word balloons on covers as much now, like nowadays, as much as they did, back in the day. But
I know what Floating Heads I do.
Actually, one of the Valkyrie books I just read had a word balloon. It was a modern book that had a word balloon. I'd have
to study the collection. Like I said, if I was to ever do categories, I would study the collection in the app, just so that I'm familiar with what covers are what, and then whatever random ones, I'd be like, okay, I can go grab that one.
Yeah. I would have to study it so bad.
It'd be fun. But yeah, these are all the ones that I'm giving away. So I have the post ready. I just need to post it.
Yeah. Andy says, remembers that show on Channel 4 back in the day when I was a kid.
See? Yeah. So all these books I'm giving away that I thought I would show one more time. Dead Eyes.
Ooh, yeah, Venom 3 and the Alpha Flight 1.
And Dead Eyes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we still had that.
Yeah. So those are going to be in my follower giveaway because you are all so awesome, and majority of you do follow me on Instagram that I figured I would show it on Married with Issues before I post it.
Yeah,
there's Alpha Flight number 1. Ooh, that would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a really good one.
That was a... Oh, hell. What the hell was I just going to say?
You lost your train of thought. It derailed.
Yeah. I know. I do that all the damn time. I know. I'm stoked that we were able to find that.
I'm
Hawkeye
still so stoked on these books.
Well, it's funny because those we found just right at the end, like really quick when because we were looking through those random boxes when we were talking to Andy and Dave and stuff. And
I know, and just to think that this one, I mean,
that sounded like it was over here at first, but it's then outside.
This was the one we went in for, and they didn't have it.
As soon as I walked in, I went right to the Punisher back issues.
They had 13, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16. Nope, no 16.
No 16. And then I checked the wall just in case to see if they still would have had it up on the wall. But
yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because in the box I found it in, it was an unorganized box, and it was the only one just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a bunch of weird, I mean, not a bunch of weird, but a big variety of stuff. I mean, there was like Bronze Age, there was current, there was, I mean, there was just a little bit of everything in there.
Squirrel!
I know.
Yeah.
So bad.
This chair's getting really worn in since I've been working in it, so it's like I had to remember to bring my chair out from the living room in here for the show.
Yeah, because you've been using it.
It's a comfortable chair, but I miss the chairs at work because they go back. Like yours. Yours goes back.
This one does.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that chair though. That was
I do like this chair.
A nice chair that we
got
found.
it at Goodwill.
Yeah, we got it at Goodwill, and you could tell that it was definitely it had never been used before. It even still had remember all the factory labels and everything on it.
Yeah, it was still new. It's getting my butt imprint.
Yeah, another thing I'm gonna be reading is reading more of the Spawn
hardcovers.
Yeah, my favorite things probably some of my favorite things that I own. That I talk about these all the time. These oversized Spawn hardcovers. I think they only made up to 10 on it though. I have books 1 through 10 because these are bigger. I mean, they have the thinner hardcovers. That's only 6 issues, but these are the 12 issue ones. And I'll probably get back into reading these.
I can see my Ant-Man one.
And I'm still working on my because before my first time around collecting when I was a kid, I had the full Spawn collection at the time, up to the current one at the time, and so I've been slowly putting that back together. And
was this the one you were talking about? 141.
There you go. Yeah, see, it was over there. It was just laying down because it might have tipped over from the earthquake.
Yeah, because when the earthquake happened, I had to woken up and then fallen back asleep. Well, I attempted to. I just barely closed my eyes and it went off. And I turned to him, and then as soon as it stopped shaking and we realized we had an earthquake, he's sitting up on the bed and he's looking at his Deadpool display and is checking to see if anything's broken. And as he's doing that, I realized these slabs that are all in here. And so I come running in here and I'm like, oh, okay, the slabs are okay. And then I went back in the room. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah. So the slabs are okay. I mean, some of the figures, this little guy was on the floor.
So the only thing that the earthquake really got that I'm bummed about is my favorite Doom figure.
Broke his hand.
Yeah, his hand's broke off now. I'm going to have to try and super glue it back on.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of have it. I kind of put his cape, his cloak over it a little bit, but
Doom lost a hand. Doom
kind of looks cooler with it a little bit, actually.
Improvise.
Yeah. See. So this one is 141, and then the one that we picked up today is the 143 after it.
Yeah.
So this would, I would assume is an early black suit appearance.
Yes.
Where this one's like a tie for the first one, that Mignola.
invest in some fishing wire to keep things in place. We're not supposed to get earthquakes in Florida, but I don't trust nature anymore. I don't trust nature
Honestly,
at all.
yeah.
Not these days.
It definitely made me think what, like the kind of stuff that collectors in other places do, you know, like collectors like in earthquake hotspots, you know, like California, or flooding, or collectors like in Florida where it's more humid, you know, like, I mean, because they have to do different, you know, take other precautions or different stuff. It just kind of opened my eyes to to things that other collectors might have to do with their collection. I mean, because like us, we don't really, you know, have to do anything too.
And we're on the top floor too of our apartment. We're on the top.
Yeah, we are on the top. We're on, and we're the third.
Yeah.
So it's not a super tall like apartment building, but it was a trip. Even after the like shaking, you can still kind of feel the like we're the top, you know, still kind of like swaying a little after.
Yeah, because I had seen on Facebook that Matt had posted there was an earthquake in El Paso, and I really
do you remember the size? Because at first
I think it was a 5.
Because ours was 5.7.
Yeah, I think it was a 5.
yeah. Where was it? Doom will survive earthquake. Oh yeah, he will for sure.
Yes. If Doom ever loses his hand in the comics, you've already got an updated figure.
See, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, ahead of the curve.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like,
no, they just.
I swear he might have.
He could lose a hand like Matt 10 did.
Yeah. Yeah, but full circle. Back to Doctor Who again. There you go.
Full circle. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. I think that'll probably do it for this one. You know, I'm gonna go read some.
So the earthquake was about 6 hours away, but we felt the effects. That's still scary. Like feeling it for ours. We've had multiple. We have had so many aftershocks, but we haven't
felt
good
sized ones. Like
there's just been a couple good sized ones.
Like the main earthquake was 5.7, but we even had a couple aftershocks get up to like 3.2.
Yeah. And then Magna Main down out west where it really did the most damage. That's
what I was going to say. The epicenter was a lot closer than the 6 hours or whatever it was for Matt. It was probably, where it was is probably like, what? To drive there from here, it's not even an hour. It's probably...
Oh, no, it's like 30 minutes.
Like half hour away driving, you know.
Because it's right out by my work. It's like 5 minutes away from my work.
Yeah, it's not far from your work.
Magna is like 5-10 minutes out from my work.
Yeah.
And my work is like 20 minutes from here, so it's about 30 minutes out that way.
Oh, yeah. Super Russ been through two tornadoes, but never been in an earthquake. Wow.
Tornado would be scary too.
Yeah, I've been through a few earthquakes, but
the earthquakes freaked me out because of Yellowstone. It's like, okay, the earth is like moving. If Yellowstone goes off, we're all gone. We're like what's it?
Well, that's a super volcano. Like that thing would.
Oh, what's it called? Pompeii.
Pompeii.
Yeah. If Yellowstone goes off, we're just gonna be Pompeii. We're going to be the next gen Pompeii.
Chip.
I'm a lost cause, guys. I don't know how he puts up with me.
Small miracles.
Small miracles. That's what it is.
Yeah, tornadoes are no joke. Yeah, if Yellowstone.
TMI.
Yeah, I've watched.
That's scary. That is so scary, but you're already where you need to be if it's scared that yeah.
No, you know it's a trip about that. The next day at work when we had a pretty big aftershock, I was sitting on the John at work.
Yeah,
I mean it wasn't as big as the main one obviously, but it was a good like shake real quick, you know, like a quick little one, but yeah. But yeah, it was the day after, the next day when I was at work. I was honestly, for the next couple of days, I was terrified to be at work because my work at the warehouse, you know, with the earth shaking, that's a bad spot to be in.
Yeah, because there's like, they put up these heavy duty.
Well, it's a warehouse.
Yeah, it's a warehouse. With the racks and like, oh God, when we were helping to move from one warehouse to the other, I hired a bunch of people for help. and I'm trying to hold up one of them, and they're trying to take down the racks with like the forklift, and this idiot thinks that I can hold it on my own and just like walks away, and I'm like, dude, I'm not that strong. Like, what the hell? But we moved it.
Rob. I can't even repeat. I can't even read that one. Like, oh my
That's
hell.
great. Oh my god, that's funny.
I go, fix that problem.
And done. Europe.
Yeah, Europe who?
Yeah.
I know.
That one knock joke, I know.
All right. On that note, that's gonna do it for this week. I'm gonna go read a bunch, and
I'm gonna go watch more Lucifer.
Later we'll probably watch finally
Silver Lining. Yeah, there's always got to be one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then later we'll watch some
the realist and the optimist, the realist, and what's the opposite of the optimist? It's something.
Pessimist, probably.
Pessimist, yeah, pessimist. And then the realist is the one just drinking is the glass half full? Is it half empty?
Half empty, yeah.
And the other one's just, what are you staring at it for? Drink it. The realist is drink it.
Right. All right, yeah. Later, Bear Island. Hope you have a good one.
Indeed.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us and hanging out for us as long as you did.
Yes.
It's been a blast this week, talking just about everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's been really fun.
Yeah, this was really a fun one.
Good to get our minds off of everything else, because working at home is getting to me, but we're doing what we can.
And like I said, I've still been working and stuff, but I don't know how much longer that will be. So don't be surprised if we pop on random. We might pop on live randomly throughout the week or something.
We almost did Thursday when we had the day off, but we didn't. But we might still hop on as like open invite and just chat with everybody, because I like open invite and hanging out with all of you. Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if we do that randomly.
Speaking of, Rod is having open invite on his Coast to Coast show tonight.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah,
so we will probably tune in to Rod, because there's
which I think he
Big Lion Cat is having an auction, and then Downright Nerdy Podcast is, I think, going live here in a minute. In maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, they're downright annoyed with movies.
Yeah, they're doing the movies one.
Yeah, because I was going to say it's not their regular one, right? Because their regular one's Sundays, but that's a different one that they do.
So you will probably catch us in the chat of Coast to Coast.
Yeah, which I think he starts in 20 minutes, right?
I think so.
Isn't it 6 our time?
I think so. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it's either in 20 minutes or an hour.
I'm actually going to finish my nails, too, because I didn't finish those. I got the alert.
Oh, and Matt said Comic Gory is Monday, too.
Yeah, see? Gotta watch Comic Gories. And see,
and
on
Mondays, too.
Yeah, on Mondays, I go back and forth between Comic Gories and the Hunters.
Yeah, Mondays is stacked.
But I would be down for Comic Gories someday. I just have to study our collection in the app, and then I know where everything is.
Yeah, so someday in the near future too, for sure. After I need to
see, and that's another thing is loud noises in the apartments around us even freak me out, because I feel like the loud noises, because like every time we've had the earthquakes, it'll be a loud noise, and then it's the movement. So it's like even those have kind of been freaking me out lately.
And we kind of got we got loud neighbors.
We really do. The ones below us are really loud.
Yeah, like constantly like bang. Like I don't know what the hell they're doing half the time.
I think they have kids.
Yeah, I know the ones below us do. I don't know about the ones on the side though. I don't think. What are you? Oh, are you seeing the?
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not showing on my thing. His show is going Coast to Coast, scheduled for 6 p.m.
So, and that would be our time, right? So
yeah, I think so. Or is it scheduled for 3:28 at 6 p.m. is Coast to Coast?
Yeah, it should always show our time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's a weird video. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So like almost like a little over 15 minutes. It would be.
Bunch of morons.
No, Mormons. Probably like our neighbors and stuff.
Oh, they could be. I don't.
Well, actually, the ones over here, I highly doubt it because they always smell like pot.
Yeah, those ones definitely.
Not those ones for sure. Maybe the older guy over there. Maybe the ones downstairs.
We
Definitely
hear
not.
the guy over there is deaf.
Not like full blown, but
Yeah.
he's kind of an older guy.
Yeah, he is an older guy.
But
Makes me wish I remembered more sign language from high school. I love sign language. It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
cool.
you knew a lot of it.
I love sign language in ASL. It's really awesome. I wish I remembered more signs.
No. The sad thing is, we're kind of the Mormons of it, right? Because
Right.
you were baptized too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
I was baptized at 12 with my grandparents.
I was baptized late too, like 12, I think, as well. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember it being like 4 years late when they usually do it at 8, right?
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah. I was
once a little wee kid.
All right. Anyways, on that note.
Anywho, thanks so much for joining us. Look out for my post that I'm gonna do for this giveaway. And
are you doing that post today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna do it like right after the show since I showed the books that I'm giving away.
Okay. So yeah, look out for that post.
You are not the only Mormon ones in the community, so there.
Yeah.
But,
so on that, everyone, we love you all. Thank you for hanging out. Be safe.
Live long and prosper. Be safe. Be kind to one.
True.
Be kind to one another. Always be kind. Oh wait. There's one thing.
What?
It's. I just forgot.
Oh my god.
No.
You couldn't just have us have one normal
always
ending.
Be kind. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. That's all I was gonna say. Is always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind.
That was Capaldi's.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice way to end a pretty Doctor Who heavy episode.
Live long and prosper, all.